Welcome, friends. Today, we're taking a journey down the highways of memory and change. Food connects us all, and for decades, fast food giants have been our roadside companions. But in 2025, those familiar golden arches and red roofs are fading from the landscape. This isn't just about business, it's about the pit stops that shaped our travels and the comfort of the familiar in unfamiliar places. As these icons disappear, it's more than a closed door. It's a piece of our shared story fading away. Let's explore what happens when the giants of the road start to stumble. Ready? Let's find out. First stop. Subway. For years, it was a revolution. You built your own sandwich, your way. Subway became the world's biggest restaurant chain, a beacon of comfort in any city or small town. For travelers, it was predictability and a taste of home. But the food world evolved. Fresh wasn't enough anymore. Local sandwich shops popped up, offering artisanal breads, unique flavors, and a sense of place. People wanted more than reliable. They wanted remarkable. Big competitors caught on, offering better ingredients and more creative options. Customization became the norm, and Subway's uniqueness faded. The chain tried to adapt, new menus, remodels, marketing, but changing a long-standing image is tough. As new cafes opened, Subways quietly closed. Each closure was a small loss for travelers seeking that familiar comfort. In food, you can't stand still. You have to keep innovating, keep connecting. Subway's struggle is a reminder. Even empires can crumble if they lose their spark. The foot-long frontier feels fully explored, and travelers are hungry for new adventures. For Subway, the challenge is to find its voice again in a world that's moved on. For us, it means searching a little harder for that old friend on the road. The story of food is always changing, and so are the places we rely on. Subway's chapter now is about rediscovery, or risk being left behind. The road ahead is uncertain, but the journey continues. Will Subway find its way back? Only time and taste will tell. For now, the green and yellow sign is a rarer sight on our travels. The world keeps moving, and so must the giants. Let's see who keeps up. Pizza Hut. The red roof, the stained glass lamps, the pan pizza. It was more than a meal, it was an event. Families celebrated wins, birthdays, and milestones in those red vinyl booths. For travelers, finding a Pizza Hut meant finding a piece of home. But the world changed. Delivery apps made every pizza place just a tap away. The dine-in experience that made Pizza Hut special became its biggest challenge. Why drive to the hut when pizza could come to you? Any pizza, from anywhere. The brand tried to pivot. More delivery, new menu items, but the magic was tied to those iconic restaurants. As dine-in locations closed, Pizza Hut became just another name on a delivery app. For travelers, the reliable sit-down spot faded away. The red roof is now a symbol of nostalgia, not a destination. Pizza Hut is caught between being a delivery brand and a restaurant struggling to stand out in a crowded market. The lesson? You can have a beloved product, but if you lose control of the experience, you lose your connection. The hut still stands, but the party has moved on. We're left with memories of pan pizza under stained glass lamps, a taste of a bygone era. In 2025, Pizza Hut's challenge is to rediscover its magic or risk becoming just another option. The road trip isn't the same without it, but the memory lingers, warm and comforting. Burger King, the home of the Whopper, the rebel to McDonald's empire. Have it your way was more than a slogan, it was a promise of individuality. The flame-broiled Whopper was a traveler's hearty meal, full of character. But the burger world exploded. Premium chains like Five Guys and Shake Shack made customization and quality the new standard. Burger King's rebellion started to feel outdated. Globally, it struggled to compete with local favorites and shifting tastes. In trying to keep up, Burger King lost its focus. Strange mascots, endless menu changes, and gimmicks diluted its identity. Travelers found inconsistency instead of comfort. The promise of "have it your way" got lost in a maze of choices. McDonald's stayed consistent. Better burger joints took the high end. Burger King was stuck in the middle, its crown slipping. The lesson: know who you are. Burger King's strength was always the simple, smoky Whopper. Chasing trends made it forget what made it special. In 2025, Burger King is fighting to remind us why it was crowned king. The flame still burns, but it's dimmer now. Identity is everything, especially on the road. Will the king reclaim his crown, or fade into the background? Only time will tell. For now, the Whopper waits for its comeback. Quiznos. Remember when toasted subs were a revelation? The conveyor belt oven, the melty cheese, the bold flavors. It felt gourmet, a step above the rest. Quiznos was the cool, rebellious alternative to Subway. For travelers, finding one was a treat, a warm, toasty break from the ordinary. But rapid expansion became their undoing. Stores opened everywhere, often too close together, cannibalizing their own sales. Franchisees struggled with high costs and shaky support. The foundation crumbled, and closures came fast. The once ubiquitous brand became a rare sight, replaced by vape shops and mattress stores. Quiznos is now a ghost, a cautionary tale of growing too fast without a solid plan. They had the magic, but not the sustainability. A great idea needs a strong foundation to last. In 2025, finding a Quiznos is like finding a relic. For those who remember, it's a bittersweet taste of nostalgia. The lesson: innovation is vital, but so is stability. Quiznos burned bright, then burned out. The toasted sub lives on, but the brand is a memory. Sometimes, the hottest trends cool off the fastest. The road is littered with their remains, and we keep driving, searching for the next great bite. Hardee's and Carl's Jr. out west once defined roadside indulgence in the South and Midwest. The thick burger was legendary, big, juicy, unapologetic. Their biscuits, a southern morning ritual. For travelers, Hardee's was a reliable, hearty stop, but tastes changed. Health and wellness trends made giant burgers less appealing. Regional rivals like Whataburger and Cookout built fierce local loyalty. Hardee's as a national chain struggled to match that hometown connection. Marketing missteps, like controversial ads, didn't help build lasting bonds. The brand found itself squeezed between changing tastes and tough competition. The thick burger, once a star, now felt out of step. Breakfast biscuits remained beloved but couldn't carry the brand alone. The Happy Star logo started to fade. In 2025, Hardee's is fighting to modernize without losing its core fans. It's a delicate balance: evolve or risk fading away. Even icons must adapt to survive. The lesson: what works today may not work tomorrow. Hardee's story is about change, resilience, and the challenge of staying relevant. The road ahead is uncertain, but the journey isn't over. For travelers, the search for comfort food continues, and the Happy Star still shines, if a little dimmer. So, what have we learned? Even giants can stumble. These chains, Subway, Pizza Hut, Burger King, Quiznos, Hardee's, are more than businesses. They're part of our travel stories. Their struggles remind us that food is about connection, comfort, and memory. Change is inevitable, but the memories linger. If you care about these stories, consider subscribing and joining the conversation. Your support keeps these journeys alive. Thanks for coming along today. Until next time, eat something good.